Hello everyone, and welcome to this briefing for the mission Joint Operation Aeger. Before we start, please note the following. Please use the forum in the topic area dedicated to the mission to interact with all players and designers. Note that this briefing takes place of the pre-mission brief that is usually done just prior to the flight. We believe that this is the way to optimize time, and it will leave more room for questions. For the first time, we will not have the server in a pause mode. This will allow pilots to log in and enter the cockpit even before the mission start time, allowing to set up cockpit weapons and coordinates. We will then meet and have some time for questions. At the end, the Game Master will communicate using the code word Rolex the time to add to all timings, and mission will begin. The mission data will be saved on server, allowing, if needed, to produce a follow-on mission. So this is the overall picture of the area of operation. You can see caps, AWACS and tanker position. All these assets have a pair of artificial intelligence F-18s that will engage enemies if they get closer than 50 nautical miles. These are the Poseidon flights. The plan foresees a coordinated attack from different directions but same timings in order to saturate the ship's defenses. Note for the F-18, you will find the tactic to be used in the relative target folder. In general, your speed will have to be close to 520 knots. This is the map overview. Please note that the Viking will take off from FOB Rome. Pilots can create their own plan, but they will have to maintain a set waypoint number 2 and waypoint number 3, plus of course the TOTs. These are the Aeger planes. The plan foresees an initial clearing of the area, then holding it, and at the end the exfiltration of technicians. This is the overview of the flights interested in this objective. This is the detail of the track to be followed in order to transport the support soldiers from FOB Aeger to the landing zone near the dam. And this is the aerial overview of the area, and the triangles indicate the armored vehicle sieging the dam, while the red areas represent the hostile towns where the enemies are and from where more could arrive. We have report of infantry with AK-47 and Cobra vehicle. In the background you can see the dam position. This is the kill zone in front of the dam, where triangles shows the sieging groups that have to be eliminated by Pig-1 flight. Here are two artillery units target for Pig-1. And here you can see the FOB Aeger with its FARP ready to rearm units, a boarding area to load support troops, and the buses that will transport the dam technicians. Finally, the landing zones to land the support troops and to load the dam technicians. The entire blue area has to be maintained safe until the end of the evacuation. These are the assets dedicated to Objective Dante. Please note that this is an extremely large area in which are operating different heavy armored vehicles for the time being in a steady posture. Here you can see the exact position of the armored vehicles. Pig-2 task is to clear the south area and the control of the road between the dam and the secure area Dante. Helos have been assigned to the north area with its target. Weapon 1 is a common to all flights and is in the secure area, but is not to be overflown. Actually, it has to be overflown only if so directed by command and control that controls those flights. Otherwise, the pilots can plan freely. Uzi 5 has the additional task to clear the road between Dante and the objective area Arthur and Merlin. These are the assets for Objective Arthur. The plan envisages an initial clearing of the area, then maintaining it secure And finally, VIP exfiltration. This is the compound where the VIP has held hostages. It has been divided in two competence zones unless otherwise directed by C2. Targets have been assigned to different flights. The only non-assigned targets are those in the red triangles, which represent armored vehicles patrolling the road outside the compound, and these will be engaged by the two missions depending in which area they will be. This is the same situation but viewed from another position. Note the man-pen position in the target 6 and 4. Peak 3, after clearing, will try to intercept possible armored vehicles coming from Dante's area. Here you can see the sun target station close to Arthur, and the triangle represents Cold 3 targets. This is the overview of all flights of the objective Arthur area. More detailed, the anchor point for rotary wings assets can be disregarded, while it is imperative to use the ingress point to which a TOT has been referred to. These finally are the assets dedicated to objective Merlin. Here you can see targets of the strike and SEAD mission. As in all other missions, deconfliction and egress route have been planned accordingly. These are assets dedicated to the EWR objective. Please note that if this will be destroyed, cap efficiency will be greatly reduced. Every EWR radar is protected by a SAM-15, and every flight has 2 EWR as targets, and this is the table for it. This is the general view of the two flights, and in this subsequent slide you can see the targets. As said, you have for all the radar and the protecting SAM-15. This is Enfield target 1, Enfield target 2, Ford target 1, and Ford target 2. These are the CAP mission. Unless otherwise directed by AWACS, all flights have the assigned ROVs referred to bullseyes and at altitude. Here you can see both flights. Ford 1 has 2 CAP areas, the first covering a Poseidon mission, the second to be activated only when Poseidon is over. These are the strike missions, and this objective is needed to slow or stop the number of aerial assets that can contribute to the enemy integrated air defense system. Enfield 1 and 4-5, after the strike, have the additional task to contribute to the overall air defense in the area. Zones, ROEs, and time on station are reported in the table. Here we have the overview of the named flags. Here in detail, Enfield 1, that after his strike will be assigned in Cap Bravo, and here Ford 5, that after the strike will report in Cap Charlie. In this slide you can see the Bandar Abbas strike and the targets assigned to each flight, red for Ford 5 and yellow for Enfield 1. In this you can see the strike on Giroffe with the target assigned to Colt 5. And this is the aerial view where you can see the Roland unit defending Giroud. All deconfliction and exit routes have been deconflicted with Colt 5. To help everyone, we have provided 2 intel files that can be viewed and studied by all participants. The first file is a combat flight, while the second is a DCS file. You filed them in the download tab on the website. Download it, then open the mission editor and load the file. Then you can see all flights, terrains and threats, and discover all what is hidden in the mission. Well, this ends the brief. Thank you for your attention. We hope to see you all on Tuesday, June 1st, and have fun.